Hello everyone, today we have new video review and this time we are going to check fresh release from Eduard. As you can see, that's a bit late but still quite new review of the MiG-21MF in 1/72 scale. And we all expected this kit. It was quite interesting to see how it will be designed in 1/72 scale. And now we have a commercial sample which will be available from all shops, even from Eduard website, and you can get it straight away and we can take a look inside. Of course, I'll remind you that we are getting money for the new camera. You can help us by pressing the donate button on our website, and it is done via PayPal, so it should be safe as well. I would like to thank some of you who already sent money to us, because it will be helpful to get new photo and video equipment. And we can start with this kit. So as you can see, box art is quite unusual, I would say. That's a MiG flying over the beach. Then here we have 5 marking options which are included into this kit, and from the other side we have some information about this plastic kit. So it was made in Czech Republic, and here we have QR code for kit info page. That's the top opening box, and here's what we have inside. So as you can see, there is still some space inside, so no worries about possible damage. And we are going to start with this clear sprue, which is packed into the separate plastic bag in order to avoid possible scratches, as you can see here. And I will open it and we'll check closer what is molded there. Straight away I can say that you will be able to assemble open cockpit on your small MiG, and note that here we have, and here as well, we have clear dashboards. I'm not sure how they will be used in this build, but it is quite unusual inclusion for Eduard. And as I said before, we have 2 separate pieces for the canopy, as you can see here, so you will be able to open them, and all those extra parts hint on future versions which will be available in the same scale. Next we have grey plastic sprues, which are packed into the same plastic bag. Just give me a second to remove them, and we will take a closer look at what is supplied to us in this kit. So first I would like to start with this frame. As you can see, it is full of various small items which will be used for external and internal detailing. For example, here you can see the brake, air brake. And I will zoom in so that you can see these parts closer. So here we start from the bottom corner, and molding quality is quite impressive, I would say, because this is a 1/72 scale, so these parts are quite small. For example, here you can see the cockpit floor, which is molded together with wheel well. I guess if we flip it over, you will see it from another side, as you can see here. And you can notice the size, it's almost as my fingertip. Here we have some external elements. Then here we have parts for main wheel wells, nose cone, which is molded separately and can be installed on the last stages of the assembly. That's the main difference of this kit actually from 1/48 scale, and I think it will be handy because you can paint it and install after your model is finished. Then here we have various parts for the cockpit, side panels. I guess there should be somewhere dashboards, but molding quality, as you can see, is really good. All minor parts are placed on one attachment point, so you won't have to cut a lot of points in order to get to some small plastic piece. Then here we have plastic sprue with external armament. Here we have various missiles and external fuel tank. I will zoom in so that you can see again them closer. Here we have pylons, also rocket launchers, here are missiles, here is fuel tank, and here are more of various missile types. As you can see, they are molded as one-piece parts, so you just separate them and install on your airplane. But of course, if that's not enough for you, you can get the resin upgrade from the same manufacturer. These are made from resin, and of course they will be a bit more detailed than what you saw a second ago. And last but not the least is this grey plastic sprue, which is dedicated to the biggest parts in this kit. As you can see, these are 2 fuselage halves, also some wing parts, and this spine element, which is molded together with tail segment and rudder. And note that here we have even some antennas. I will zoom into it so that we can see it closer. So as you can see, external detailing is quite typical, I would say. We have recessed panel lines and riveting in all necessary places. I really appreciate such parts division because you won't have seam in the middle between those two fuselage halves. Then here we have separate flaps as far as you can guess, also some tail wings. Here you can see fuselage half, and here's another one. Then that's a tail segment as far as I can guess, because here we have another one. Then as you can see, bottom wing half is molded together with this belly section, and note that here we have this recessed space for the air brake, and here we have top wing half, left one, and here's the right one. Really nice molding quality. And let's flip it over, because here we have detailing for wheel wells, which will be used as well, and the same can be said about fuselage parts. Here you can see them. We have special position tabs, which will help you with proper alignment of internal elements, and also position pins, which will guide both halves together, because they are quite long, even for 1/72 scale, so it will be a bit tricky without those. Next we have various bonuses, because it's a Profipack. First of all, we have mask sheet, which should be handy because, as you remember, canopy looks quite nice, but cutting all those stickers might be tricky. And here we have all those pre-cut masks for the canopy and wheels as far as I can see, so I recommend to use them. Next we have another small plastic bag, and this one is dedicated to small PE thread. This is a pre-painted PE thread which will cover cockpit and some external surfaces. So as you can see, that's a typical Eduard product, no worries. It should be quite nice looking once you apply it on your small MiG. Next I'm opening the last plastic bag with Decals sheet. Actually there are two of them, so just give me a second to remove them out of the bag and we will check them closer. So first of all we have this smaller Decals sheet, which is dedicated to all main symbols for several marking options. Also here we have decals for the cockpit, so in case you are not that good with PE parts or you just don't like to use them on your model, you can use those decals. And note that those decals are printed in cartograph, so in Profipack we get cartograph decals, which is quite an unusual bonus, I would say. And then we have another decals sheet. This one is dedicated to various stencils which should be placed on this model, so even though this is a 1/72 scale kit, we still get quite huge set of stencils which will have to be applied on the aircraft, so be ready for this. And I think once you get them on your model, you will be pleased with final appearance of this model. So I really recommend to invest time in it and do whole process. And as you noticed, this stencils decals sheet was printed in Eduard. Then we have assembly manual, which is quite typical for Profipack. That's a small brochure, as you can see. We have short history note on the first page. Then we have parts map, and note that many parts from armament sprue won't be used in this kit, so you can use them in some different project, for example. Assembly process starts with cockpit and wheel wells. Then we continue with tail section, and then insert it into the fuselage together with cockpit. Also attach wing parts. Note that wheel wells will be assembled separately as on the bigger kit. Then we continue with tail surfaces, ailerons and flaps, landing gear for nose, and then here we have air brake installation, main landing gear doors. Those are jet assistance system for the takeoff. Then here we have pilot seat. Note that they are assembled on the last stage of the assembly and then inserted inside. This is a canopy assembly. Nose cone is also attached on the last step. And then here we have masks application guide, so that you can use it not only for the canopy but also for some elements on the fuselage, as you can see here, to leave them bare metal. And then here we have options for external load, as you can see here, and of course marking guides, which are printed in color, and paint numbers are given in Gunze designations, and of course stencil and positioning guide, which is quite detailed for 1/72 scale, so be careful and apply all the symbols on your small MiG aircraft. So that's all for this video review. I hope you enjoyed it. As usual, don't forget to write your opinion about this kit here in the comment section below. If you like this video, press the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I will see you in the next video review as usual. Bye.